Well, hello again, and welcome back to Stationery Summer. Now, we need to go to a stationery shop. We also need to get some eats because your girl is starving. So, most likely it'll be some sort of coffee shop or wherever I stop. We're really just going to freestyle today and find some good stuff. This is Stationery Summer, your summer installment of good stationery and some cute eats. I just made that up. But yeah, let's go find something to eat first and off to look at some stationery. Let's go.
They ask, what do I regret? I told them I regret nothing. I mean that wholeheartedly. I wouldn't be here if I did. I have some things I feel pretty bad about. Without those things, I wouldn't know what I know now. They said your head's so clear. I admire all of your beauty. I said if only you knew. It's nothing but balls of confusion. I have so much things I always think about. But I got my lady who helps me work all of it out. Through all of the smog and all of the clouds, I smile and know I'ma work it out. We gon' get through it, yeah, we gon' get through it. So put that smile on, let's march on through. Please hold you close. You need to protect your beauty, coming off from the inside. Don't let no one eat right through it. I'm sure you've had low moments you still think about, but don't let those moments be all that you think about. Through all of the smog and all of the clouds, I smile and know I'ma work it out. We gon' get through it, yeah, we gon' get through it. So put that smile on, let's march on through it.
When I tell y'all, I have been around the world and I. Whew. Let me collect myself. Just one moment. Y'all. Whew. Okay. So we went to Shorthand. Before we went to Shorthand, we went to Baumkuchen, which was closed. Looks like they don't open until August. The next date is like the first week of August. Anywho, I was trying not to have attitude, so I quickly found another location, right? So I said, oh, okay, they had a Shorthand, another location that I've never been to. I've been to Shorthand before, but I haven't been to the Larchmont location. I didn't know they had like multiple locations. But anyway, went to Shorthand. Let me show you what I got. First, I thought that this card was super cute. It has a little map of Larchmont and all of the surrounding areas. I thought that would be cute, like even for a cover for my A6. I don't know, we'll see. They had some postcards. These are just she said each location has its own set of free postcards. So we got that. And I love these Blackwing pencils, I'm so sorry. But I like to buy them individually. I know they come in like big packs, but I really like buying them individually. So we got those. Whoa. Then we got some correction tape. Is this correction tape? Yes, correction tape. But I like the MD paper correction tape because it's more of a yellow tone than the traditional white. I also got, I love a good notepad, and look how thick and chunky that is. Look at that memo pad. I love my Dury anyway. The covers that I use for my Hobonichis are also my Dury. And I love that this was thick and it was graph. They had line too, but not really a fan. Now, I have been wanting the Kaweco one. This is just like a really thick pencil, like for drawing. And inside is a pencil sharpener. I thought that was really cute. But it will, I'm sorry. I clearly don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah. It's a whole little situation. When I get my head on straight, I will show you. No, I believe it got... Yeah, no, I'm totally messing this up. But it's a pencil. And it's pink. I've never seen it in pink before. But I love that it was like this beautiful blush pink. And the Kaweco ones are like a gold and silver. I thought that was cute. And then the Kaweco ones fit in here too, so I bought the refills. And that was all I got. And then they said these are some stickers that is for, you know, each location. They have 3 locations. She said they also have one in Northern California as well. And this one is for the Larchmont location. So, we did that. Child, let me tell you something. Hold, please. Let me get a little deeper into this story. Okay, y'all. I think I figured it out. After dismantling it and looking at a video on YouTube. I think I know what I'm doing now. There we go. Now, Kaweco has one like this, like I said, that I have been wanting, but they seem to always be sold out, and I'm just like, ew, like why is it sold out? But it's always sold out, and I really wanted it because I've seen people use their cocky. If I could get this on, it wouldn't be me if it wasn't a blooper. Like, today has been a day, child. Like, when I tell you a day, it has been a day today. I was in Erewhon today, and oh, girl, when I tell you, and of course I put it back. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. I just like to have all the things. I believe that's the problem. I want all the things, but I don't know how to work all the things. There we go. So, I was in Erewhon today, which seemed like forever because the Erewhon that I went to, it is the one new to the South Side, South Bay area. They say Manhattan Beach, but it's really San Pedro. But anyway, it's fairly new, so it's very popular, and it's already beach town. So a lot of kids were there, and that's fine. I don't trip about kids, but baby. It was parents in there buying that Erewhon smoothie for little kids. Like, I'm gonna need you to at least be 15 getting this smoothie. I need you to be at least 15 getting this smoothie. But it was a lot of people. It was a lot of people there. I try not to film like big crowds of people. Some people feel weirded out about that. But in the midst of me telling you my woes and my chaos, we figured out the pen. So it's a pencil. It's really for people who draw. But I have been seeing people use this with the Koh-i-noor nib. With this nib and put it in here. But I think I'm going to wait to get the Kaveco ones to do that. I've been seeing people do that. I don't know. It's just something else to play with. But I thought this was cute because it was pink. And now that I've searched it on YouTube, I know that it comes in a gray, like a silver metal color. And I want to say this one is more slim than the Kaveco one. But the Kaveco one comes in gold and silver. And it is shorter. But love this. I got this, and also the lead, which is funny because the lead was Kaveco. But yeah, that's my story, girl. So let me tell y'all. I go to Bumco and they're closed, right? Fine. Like I said, I really, okay, so I went. I kept telling y'all I was going to go. I finally went. They're closed. After searching, because where they are located is kind of weird, but I found it. At least I know where to go when I actually get to go inside. Since they've moved, I haven't been to the new location. So, child, I go. I get slightly pissed off. And I said, you know what? I'm still going to find a stationery store. So, I Googled stationery store near me. All of the ones that showed up are ones that I already been to. So I'm like, okay. Then it says Shorthand. I'm like, oh, but I already been to Shorthand. But this is a location that I've never been to. So I was like, okay, let's go. I went. Great time. Customer service, 10 out of 10. The people that work there, I love a good stationery shop where they greet you when you get there. And then they just let you roam. They don't keep asking you, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I show you something? No. Just leave me alone. But this location, Shorthand in general, all of their stationery isn't in color coded. Is like, as you can see, all the blacks were together, all the neutrals were together, all the greens, yellows, ... Really cute inside. It really wasn't hit too hard. The other location that I've been to in LA, it gets hit hard. And it gives you the neighborhood of the other location. It gives you walking down Sunset Strip. It gives you real grungy, people just just passerbys, and it just gives you one of those tourist attraction. It gives you that vibe. And they also have a lot of cute other little shops and stuff around it, just like the Larchmont location. But the Larchmont location gives you more. It gives you more boutique-y neighborhood. Really cute. They had a Creation Press Juicery across the street. I was gonna go to that, but I'm like, I feel like Creations are in other locations other than California. But anyway, and I didn't feel like going across the street. So I leave, right? I had prime rib parking, because if you park before you get Shorthand is not far from the light. If you ever were to go, they're not quite in the middle of the street, but not quite in the middle of the whole center because it's one of those outdoor, walk around type centers. So they're really close to a neighborhood. So I was able to park in the neighborhood and not have to pay for parking because it's a very pay for parking. They have the actual parking structure, but then they also have like parking that where you park in front of the storefronts. So it was kind of crazy too because it was closer to like lunchtime, so it was a lot of people walking around. They had coffee shops around there, and it was really cute. Went in, took my pictures, my videos, paid for my items, spoke to them for a little while, and I left. So I left, and I really wasn't feeling it. I really wasn't feeling being out today, but I'm like, you know what? Oh, I just hit my camera. I'm sorry. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go home and chill for a little bit, and then I'll go out and find like somewhere to get coffee or something. So I get home, I pull myself together, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to Erewhon. I went to Erewhon. Crowded. I'm like, okay, we go to Erewhon. We get our items. I also bought. Where is my Erewhon bag? I also bought an oatmeal raisin cookie. And some bottled water. And I love that the water had the water. I just love when water is in glass. But anyway, so I went, got my things. I'm walking out. Mind you, I already told you guys that I wasn't feeling it, right? So I'm out. I'm walking. I'm bailing, trying to get to my car. So I'm almost leaving. I could see the door of Erewhon. Leaving Erewhon. Why I keep hitting my camera? Okay. I see the door. My shoe didn't feel right for some reason. I just had like some Dolce Vita sandals, right? I feel like my shoe, something is up. Girl, why the strap of my sandal broke? So I'm trying to scoot to the door so I don't look crazy, right? I get to the front and the shoe doesn't want to stay on my foot. Girl, it was a mess. I said, you know what? You just got to walk barefoot. I mean, because I wasn't parked that close, but I wasn't parked far. So it wasn't. Girl. So I get to my car. I said, Ernie, she didn't take a picture of the Erewhon cup. As I wanted to take a picture of the Erewhon cup with the Erewhon in the background. Girl. So you got to get back out the car. So I parked a little closer, and then I was able to get out. And it still wasn't good enough. And I was like, you know what? It's just going to have to be good enough. And then I was driving by, and I said, okay, this picture would be enough. Girl, today was interesting. But we got it done, because I told y'all, even if we got to do this video via candlelight, we're going to get this video done. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Even though I didn't want to be outside, I went outside. We got the things. We bought some stationery. I showed you guys a stationery shop. If you haven't been, you should check them out. They're really friendly. Both of the locations were the customer service, primo. Great customer service. Really good stationery. If they had good pens there too, but they had pens that I had already had. So I was just like, I'm not gonna. If I ever go to a stationery shop and I don't buy anything, because that just may happen, it's usually because I already have most of the things that they have, or I'm not really interested. So don't take it as, oh, that was a bust. She didn't buy anything. No. I only buy stuff that I'm either intrigued with and I want to try, or I've been wanting to get. So hopefully you guys were entertained. Because I did not want to be outside. Ooh-wee. But I thank you guys for stopping by. I wanted to show you guys another item that I purchased, but it's at the P.O. box. So we'll get to that next week. I wish you a beautiful week to come. Have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to spend the rest of my night editing to get this out to you by either tonight or early tomorrow morning, because I won't go to sleep until it's done. So you guys have a beautiful Sunday. Again, have a beautiful week. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. And I think that's it. Is that it, Ernice? Yeah, I think that's it. If it's not, I'll just tell you next week. Bye, guys.